Welcome to the Resellers Locker Room podcast. Incident number 6. My co-hosts joining me this evening is Archie Biscuit Butt and Alex, the Beard King Picker.
Dude, what was that?
Dude, what's wrong with you? You all right?
Cut! Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome in via the YouTube Broadcast Network, the Resellers Locker Room podcast, incident number 6. Joining me in the locker room, as always, is the Big Arch, the Biscuit Butt, and following that is Alex, the Beard King Picker. What's up, gentlemen?
That was a lot better.
And who are you?
I am Ben, the Rocky Top Picker. Welcome in, because this is the Reseller Locker Room, where we talk all things reselling and more for your listening and audio and visual enjoyment. How's it going, guys?
Good.
Good. I'm doing
Feel
good.
better?
Start out with a belch, man. That's awesome, dude. Yeah. So, what's been going on the last time since we got back together here in the locker room, fellas?
I went to Alabama.
No kidding.
I ran into traffic on the way there from Amish buggies. So I thought Nashville had bad traffic, but when you leave Nashville and you start headed towards Alabama, still in Tennessee, though, we ran into Amish country, and we were just stuck behind Amish buggies. So I pulled over and had a conversation with him and told him how to grow a correct beard. Yeah, they cut the mustache off. I had to talk to him about that.
They didn't think you were like part of the kin folk?
No, because I
Like
have the
you
mustache.
fit in.
Yeah, they tried to
Okay.
Dude,
get me to join.
I had no idea that they were Amish down in Alabama like that.
No,
Yeah.
it was still in Tennessee.
Oh,
I'm trying to, but it was like a half an hour, maybe an hour outside of, in between Nashville and Alabama.
okay.
Orlando, maybe around that area of Tennessee.
Yeah.
I'll look it up. I don't remember the name right now, but yeah, it was tons of yard sales though on the side of the road.
Did you promote the podcast so that they could check us out?
They don't do TV, I don't think, man.
Huh? Well,
Oh, wow.
what was funny we were listening, me and my wife were listening to last week's episode of the podcast, right? Because we always wait to listen together. And then it just stopped. No internet. I'm like, what happened? And then we saw the Amish. I'm like, oh, the Amish, they turned it off. So we lost. They had no internet or anything.
Yeah.
Wow. That's interesting. Well, Archie,
Yeah.
you've had a busy last couple of days with the boss event.
I have.
What's
Yeah.
going on with that, man? How's that going?
Yeah, it's going good. Last night we had a little meetup. So we went downtown and some billiards place and just kind of got to mingle with everybody and, just shake hands, kiss babies. Kevin is the baby, so I kind of, coddled him and kissed him a little bit. But no, it's just good. Again, just like at the Cincinnati resale rally, just kind of putting some faces to names and meeting people. And today they had their first round of speakers, and it's pretty cool. So I'm sure I'll talk more about it. I'm a little tired right now. We had to get up extra early. So
What, like 10? 10 o'clock?
Yeah.
no, I got up at like 7:30 in the morning.
Wow.
But you got to realize we were out late last night partying. So, to get up the next day, but that's how all these events are. You're out all night partying, everybody's in Vegas, and then they start these early in the morning. I mean, I got up at 7:30, just get ready and everything. I had to go pick Kevin up at his hotel, and then we drove there together. But, and then you're just kind of sitting through, a bunch of speeches and stuff, which were really interesting. I mean, we had a great time.
They sound interesting.
The life
Yeah.
of a reseller.
Yeah,
the
I
life
was
of
up till
resale.
12:30 and got up at 5. 2 nights in a row, or 2 days in a row.
Son.
Wow. Family life.
The only time I
Yeah.
got to get up that early is if I got to go pee. Which is quite, at my age, it's quite often I got to get up in the middle of the night unless I keep a bed. I think I'm gonna have a bedpan next to me. You know, because my
you got to get
bathroom,
the little mini fridge next to you too.
yeah, my
If you
bathroom's
roll
on the
over.
yeah, my bathroom's on the opposite side of my house, so that's a long walk in the middle of the night. So I'll just
Yeah.
bedpan, you know.
Yeah. See, and I don't think Alex is.
You just step it up to a catheter.
Ooh,
See,
man,
and Alex isn't quite, up to where we are in age. I'm not too far behind you, Ben, but I think I piss every hour on the hour.
Yeah.
And I know exactly what time it is every time, and it never fails. I look at my phone, and sure enough, that's the time it is.
Well, I drink a lot of Coke Zeros, and one of my blood pressure pills is like a diuretic where it causes me to flush my fluids. Wait a minute.
Oh, yeah.
Listen, this is so messed. This is not a health show. Let's. How did we skew off into that?
You brought up the bedpan. I don't know.
Oh my gosh, dude. Anyway, by the way, Dave.
I pee sweet tea.
By the way, Dave, I'm going to keep my volume at a decent level so I'm not blowing you out, my friend. And by the way, Dave, I'm going to send you something that you can use instead of trying to pee into a 20-ounce Coke bottle and spilling it all over yourself. I'm going to send you something that's called a Shiwi. And I'm not going to tell you any more than that. You can probably Google it. It's a Shiwi. It's for women, but it can work for men too. What it is, it's a pee funnel, actually, that goes into this device that stores it safely so that you don't spill your urine all over your clothing like Dave did. But, it's Dave. What else can you expect?
I think it's so women can also go to the bathroom standing up.
Yeah.
Well, that, and then in the car, if they're in the car, good Lord, when I was married and we went on a trip, I'd have to pull over a dozen times so they go to the bathroom.
You need to get it for them when you take them camping.
Yeah.
You just go pee in the bush.
So far, we've talked about health things. And
we should move on.
Moving on now. But anyway, guys, I wanted to, I watched this. I'm not going to name names, but I watched a YouTube channel the other day. And the subject was, whatever you do, don't waste your time ending in selling similar. It said something to that effect. Anyway, the premise of the video is don't end and sell similar. You're wasting your time. Dude, I was screaming at the TV because anybody that watches my channel, Rocky Top Picker, here on YouTube, and I do my sales videos, I've done 2 different videos now on end and sell similar. Listen, I don't know how you guys utilize that tool, but 2 weekends ago, I know that I shared it here on the cast that I had a stellar weekend. I had like 24 solds for almost $1,000. And about 90% of that product sold was a result of me on Thursday night before that weekend started, ending and selling similar 200 items. And 90% of what sold that weekend
was the item.
If it happened once or twice, could that be a coincidence? Yeah. But 90% of what I sold was stuff that I ended and sold similar. And I don't understand why the opinions vary so greatly from seller to seller. And I know there's no right or wrong way to resell, except you better buy it cheap and you better sell it for more than what you paid for it, or you're really screwing the poochie. But you know what I mean? I mean, why would someone say not
get that part right?
And to top that off, they said that they had under $200 in sales for that weekend, and I did almost $1,000.
Yeah, I think it comes down to what are you listing? I mean, that sell similar is not going to work
on crappy
items. If you're selling, selling stuff that nobody wants. I mean, don't get me wrong. I've had some stale items that did sell after I've done that, but again, a lot of these YouTubers, and I think I know who you're talking about. I mean, they have a store that's just full of stuff that doesn't sell.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the issue. But it's always worked for me.
The only time I've used it was, I don't know, like a year ago, and I sold similar. I did it, and it was all coffee mugs. Of course, they didn't sell because coffee mugs suck. But that's the Gary V's fault with his mug life thing. When I was buying things, I didn't know what I was buying. So,
hey man, I've sold 3 or 4 coffee mugs this month.
Yeah, well, I sell them every once in a while, but they don't move. I mean, some sell. I'm not going to say none of them sell, but the ones I had obviously were crap. I mean, I sold one like last week. I sold a Grinch one, but
mine were Ray Dunn, and Ray Dunn is a real popular brand of, storage containers, cookie jars, coffee mugs, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Here's the important thing, and guys, you know me and my channel and the content that I put out. I'm always wanting to gear what I talk about and what I do for me and my business. I want to gear that to the new person. Yeah. And to me, you have to be selective. When you're brand new and you're scouring YouTube looking for opinions and advice, to me, you have to approach that cautiously, because there's a ton of misinformation passed along all the time. And not saying that I'm right all the time. I'm not saying that at all. But let me tell you something. If a new person watches that and they never utilize the end and sell similar, they could be leaving money on the table. Now, if they come to my channel and they watch what I do and the result of what I do and what it brought me, it's the opposite of what's being said in other places. But also, too, you can't just end and sell similar and be done with it. I shared it on my video that I just done this week. It'll be uploaded later. When I end and sell similar, I go in and it pulls up your bulk editor. You go through and examine your title, see if you need to rearrange the wording, see if you need to add some different keywords.
Yep.
Also go in there and look at that shipping. Dude, I can tell you, with the shipping I've been doing lately, packing items up, I've been just checking on it, but priority in many of the cases on what I've been doing lately is cheaper than Ground Advantage.
Well, I started doing it today because I knew we were going to touch on this. So I did rearrange some of the titles, drop the prices, because it does get you to look at items that have been sitting a while and then check the market instead of just setting and forgetting it.
Yes.
So a lot of the stuff, I had it priced way too high. That's why it never sold. One of them, you still had my old address on it because it didn't change over when they did the Ground Advantage.
Yeah.
I had to manually go through every listing and change it. So one still had my old address on there. And so it does, I think, I will try it every day for a week so we can talk about this next week, and I will let you guys know if it worked, if I sell any of those things, because it's something I do not normally do, but I did do 12 today because I didn't get around to listing it all. So I at least revised and sell similar, 12 different items, and did adjust some things there.
See, and I think it's one of those what came first, chicken or the egg kind of situations too. First off, if you're doing just end and sell similar and that's it, you're doing yourself a disservice. You have to still go through your items and just make some of those changes. Otherwise, I think that when you do end and sell similar, it is giving your account activity. So it is helping, I think, as far as that goes. But you have to still make those little tweaks and again, that's what I'm saying. Is that what's maybe getting that sell on that sell item? I don't know, but try it. At least try it, because the proof has been in the pudding. I mean, all three of us can attest to the fact that it helps, and we see a little bump in sales after we do it. Like this last time, I remember you told me that you did it and your sales were just popping off, and I was like, shoot, man, I forgot to do it. So I went in and I realized too that my 10% off coupon had ended. So that also wasn't helping, because when I price my items, I do take that 10% coupon into consideration, because I always have that.
Yeah.
So again, yes, you need to make sure that you're also doing your due diligence and making sure you're looking at those items and tweaking them somehow.
Yeah. Well,
the 10% coupon you have, it's always running. It's a sale, or you're sending it off to people that bought from you?
No. I just have it public, so anybody can use it.
Okay.
So I run that, and I do markdown.
10% off store-wide coupon.
Yeah. But that's the thing too. If you do markdown sales, make sure that, if you do that end and sell similar, I do believe that there's something you can check to make sure that it'll still put those back onto your markdown sale. But if you don't, make sure you have to go back in and do your markdown sales. I don't have it checked because I don't like any of my new items I list to be on the markdown sales. I like to give it a couple weeks before I decide to put them on there.
Yeah.
Because again, I'm putting them competitively so that hopefully they sell soon.
Yeah.
But just keep that into consideration when you are doing end and sell similar, that it will take down your markdown sales.
Are you using the markdown sale, and are you doing promoted listings, or just the markdown sale with no promoted listings?
I do all three. I do coupon. Again, it's after. So if I first list something, I always do promoted listings, and then I always have the coupon on, no matter what.
Okay.
But the markdown sales, yes. Generally, what I'll do is I'll redo a markdown sale. I do it for about a month at a time, but I'm even thinking about redoing that and doing it like in a 2-week period. And I've even heard people that do it just over the weekend. Like they'll even change the frequency more often to do markdown sales because they believe that actually helps kick the algorithm in. I don't know. I know that what I do, it's always worked for me. So like I said, I usually do it at the end of the month. I'll reset a new one. And then that's when anything that I basically have listed that's new, I'll add to that. Unless, well, when I do the sell similar, I'll do it like every 2 weeks. So some of those items I'll go ahead and add to the sell markdown. But then, like I say, if I knew that I had just listed that recently, I won't put that on the markdown sale.
Yeah,
when I redo it.
These are things I'm not doing. I've only done the markdown sale one time at 10% on my store. So,
oh no,
I need to do that. I need to try the sell similar more. I'm just gonna do the markdown sale, but then raise my prices.
Yeah. I just believe that if eBay's given you right. See, I just think that if eBay's putting that out there for you to use, they want you using it, so they're going to help you. They're going to help you sell those items if you're using all the tools they're giving you.
Help me, Rhonda. Help me, Rhonda. Hey, here's the thing, man.
Here's the deal.
Depending on how often you list, like with me, I told you I'll take a 10-hour day and I'll just blitz and drop, they all drop in at different times the way I schedule them. So every day I have items that are ending, that are up for auto relist. I never let that happen. So every day I go in there and I pull up, okay, how many have I got ending today? And then that's the amount that I end and sell similar on. And for me, that happens daily. I mean, I'm refreshing my whole store. Within 2 weeks or so, my whole store is refreshed.
Yeah.
Being on there 30 days or whatever. So I don't know, guys. Go down in the comments if you're watching or listening, or you can if you're listening. But if you're watching, go down in the comments. Tell us what you do. Have you used the end and sell similar function? How has it worked for you? What are your opinions on it? Because I can tell you right now, nobody's going to convince me that it doesn't work. Nobody. Because my sales prove it. It happens every day. I've sold 7 today for almost 300. I ended and sold similar last night again, and 3 of those were end and sell similar items that sold, and I've had them for a while. So,
I concur.
It is what it is.
Yeah.
But you know what? Let's talk about podcasts. That's been popular on other podcast shows. So let's just examine a few, shall we, guys? Y'all, I'm sure y'all know, right?
I'll listen.
What do you think? What do you think of this eBay Power Hour, brand new podcast to hit the YouTube waves? What is the Archie's kind of walking on eggshells? What's your opinion of it, man?
I haven't listened to it, but
okay.
I mean, I obviously I know John on a personal level. My personal opinion, I mean, obviously you have Josh and John, who are just two intelligent people. And I mean, they can conceive things about eBay that I've never even thought about. Like, they're way above my pay grade. But I just think you got Josh, who puts out an hour live every day. And then you got John, who does it twice a week. And then he also puts out 2 videos a week. I wish him well, but I just think, you know, it might be a little too much nerdiness, you know, and come Saturday, I mean, I can't imagine that they're not already talking about what they've already talked about throughout the week.
Yeah. Well, I watched it, and you know John. I've never met John, never talked to John, and of course I've never met or talked to Josh. But you know, they seem like great guys, and I'm not being critical at all, because they're one episode in and they've already passed us. That just shows you how much we suck.
No, that's completely unfair. I mean, between the two of them, one has 22,000 subs, one has almost 10,000. I mean, I'm sure that they have a bunch of the same subs, but they have to be somewhere around 22, 23,000.
With us, our powers combined, we might have 1,000. Well, I mean, I'm moving up, guys. 97 today. 97 subs.
Percentage wise, come on. Percentage wise, we're killing it.
Yeah. Here's the thing, though, man, and I'm going to draw comparisons because what the frick. Anyway, think of this. Would you rather go hang out if you were at school, would you rather go hang out in the locker room where you can kick back, relax, and have a good time? Or would you want to have to come back to campus on Saturday morning and set into a lecture for 2.5 hours? Which one would you rather do?
Yeah, it's like a detention for sure.
No, that's not discounting the information that they're providing the community. I'm not saying that.
Yeah, no.
It's not my cup of tea. It's not going to help put more money in my pocket. But for those that are into those kinds of things, the algorithms, number one, no one's ever going to figure that out, period. Okay?
Nah.
It's like YouTube algorithms, hard to figure out. You're wasting your energy trying to assess it, trying to come up with hypotheses, all that. To me, it's just list and sell product. That's what we're here.
Exactly.
List. You know what I mean? I have no opinion on this podcast because I have not seen it yet.
Okay. Well, you get back. That's your homework assignment. You can go back and watch it.
I'm going to ditch all of it. Okay. I'm not showing up Saturday. I'm not going to hang out in the locker room at school. I'm not going to go to school.
We're going to ditch class.
Here Ben's talking about, you know, when you go to school all week, do you really want to go to school? But hey, I'm going to give you homework and you need to go to school on Saturday.
My dog ate it.
There you go.
And of course, I don't know if you guys caught, you know, the Clickbait podcast with Corey and Ken. Man, that was a pretty good show. They added some neat stuff into that, which I think we need to copy them, because they said that somebody's going to copy this.
Yeah, I watched that just to steal ideas.
Yeah, they added in the audience applause, and I thought that was pretty cool. And I thought, you know, we got to get a little bit more technologically inclined after we get all these sound issues worked out.
Just tell me when you want claps out. I will give you a clap, okay?
And we just
golf clap.
Yep.
When my failed attempt at humor happens, we just need that. Wah, 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 wah.
Yeah, you know, I've downloaded a soundboard and I started building it, but I don't have it on this computer, so I might be able to bring those items into the show next week. But
well, if we're talking about soundboards, what's the other podcast? Well, it's Alive, and they have the soundboard with the Cabbage Patch. Man, I'm terrible with names.
Oh, yeah.
I started watching that a lot.
It's Adam and Sarah. The Daily Cabbage and her husband Adam is Pittsburgh Picker.
Yeah, Picker. Yeah.
They
have the soundboard and stuff.
Yeah.
Well, same with Nat, the nurse flipper, and you know, Rod picking and punching. Okay, you know, they do the dolphin noises. If you're
I haven't caught
if you
one
subscribe.
Of those
yet. Yeah, so
they do dolphin noises.
But they have a live podcast where it's all information, but what they do is they'll take questions that people are writing, you know, down in the chat and answer it, and basically all the people in the panel. Actually, I'm going to be lucky enough to be on there. I don't know how they chose me, but I'm thankful for it. But I'll be on there.
We already made that
Thanksgiving.
mistake here, so why are they going to make that mistake?
Exactly. They should
they
have come to
learn
you
from us?
guys. They should have come to you guys and vetted me.
Yeah, what's up with that, dude?
Well, you
But
let
they
me
didn't,
know.
so.
You let me know when you're going to be on there. I'll go subscribe so I hear the dolphin noise. But I would prefer that I get the shark noise.
Oh,
there
yeah.
you go.
You know,
Yeah,
you guys.
I brought snacks today, guys.
Snacks. Oh, it's got a snack container that screws onto the bottom.
Yeah, anyone want
what is it?
A chicken
Carrots?
nugget? No, it's chicken nugget.
Oh, okay. Wow, that's a health issue waiting to happen. Some salmonella,
Dude,
E. coli, whatever grows on chicken.
Salmonella.
I didn't say it was chicken. I said it was chicken nuggets. I don't think there's much chicken in it.
All chicken nuggets.
That is a good point.
Yeah.
That is a
should
good
be
point.
Good.
But whatever it is, it tastes better than chicken.
They whack the roosters. That's where they get them from.
Mm.
The chicken nuggets. Yeah, down here.
Yeah.
This little part down here. Anyway.
Yeah.
But isn't that a turkey?
No, is it? This is a rooster.
Oh.
This is Rocky the Rooster from Chicken Run, Disney Chicken Run. I'm surprised nobody's asked me about that. Anyway.
I remember that movie.
But yeah, a lot of great podcasts. You know, we like to cut up and make fun. Of course, we don't do near the justice that Carrie and Dave and Kevin do on the old Trasher show. But
Talking Trash. That's the name of that podcast.
True that.
But you know what? The way I think of their podcast is, well, first off, those three just have a dynamic that I don't think, I think we'll get there eventually, but they have an incredible dynamic. But what's great about their podcast is you can just get away from the everyday hustle and bustle. And then you can just go to their podcast and just laugh and get away from reselling.
For sure.
And that's not what we want to do. I mean, we want to have a little bit of value, but they have that, you know, just like I said, getting away from the hustle and bustle and just being able to laugh and just.
Well, they said
have
we
a little
need to work
vacation.
on our chemistry, so we're going to go on a podcast retreat together. Kumbaya and bond. Okay.
Yes. We're going to get a log cabin up in the sticks, dude. We're going to seclude ourselves and bond. And we're going to sing Kumbaya and toast marshmallows.
Bring the guitar.
And do some
Little
moonshine shots.
Three-way spooning.
We're going to the woods. We're taking mushrooms. And now we're spooning. Now it's turned into a bad trip.
Shrooms.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I've heard some stories about that ayahuasca.
Yeah.
So
cow patties are plentiful around here. You can find a lot of good mushrooms and cow patties. Yeah.
Oh,
wow.
Cow patty.
Oh, dude. Send you to another galaxy. But anyway, what are we doing? We're talking about doing drugs. Oh my gosh. If you're a child, please do not listen to any of this. Do not do drugs and do not drink. Do not lie, cheat, or steal. Mind your parents and be a good boy and girl. That's
I thought at the beginning of the podcast, Ben might have been on one of those cow patty mushrooms.
It's just on the cow patty.
Right.
But anyway, oh my gosh.
Cow patty in a bag for a couple days. And, you know, anyways.
But one good thing that happened in the Trash Boys show that came out today is Chris and Caleb's podcast finally got talked about, because Chris talks about it all the time, how they never get mentioned. And, you know, I messaged Chris. I said, dude.
They got talked about very, very slowly. But they did get talked about.
So I messaged Chris. I said, dude, you finally got what you wanted. They were talking about your podcast and that you need to 2x your playback. And he goes,
that was funny, though.
He said, he started laughing. He goes, dude, I'm already at 2x playback.
See, I always thought it was weird, too, because when I do listen, I do put it at almost 2x. Yeah. And they were talking normal. And I thought something was wrong with my playback.
Hey man, you know they're rednecks like me. I mean we don't claim to be anything fancy, and so Archie, I don't know if you knew what you signed up for, but you know this is a Southern thing that you're involved in.
Yeah, I feel like I talk a little too fast for you sometimes. So I need to slow it down so you can understand.
Jeez. Not hardly. But yeah, so, I know we mentioned this in our little chat thread where we talk to each other all the time, but I kind of want to put this out here to everybody else is we are going to start a giveaway program. And what it is, folks, if you're listening or watching, I'm going to take a play out of the playbook of Tip of the Mitt Flips show that I watch. Drew, I watch him a lot. He's a great guy. Seems like a great guy. For every 100 subscribers that we reach, we're going to give away a $25 eBay gift card. And along with that, we're going to have some reseller locker room merch to send in a little prize pack to the once we hit 100 in 100 increments, we're going to draw a name out of the sub pool, and then we're going to ship that $25 eBay gift card and stickers and whatever else we want to come up with to put in the
bandanas
prize pack. We're going to ship that out to you. So if you are watching or listening and you have been here more than once, or your first time you've been to this show, hit that sub button and you will be entered into the contest. So we got to keep track of the subs so we'll know when we've hit.
Yeah, this is news to me as well. So if you guys are just finding out about this, I'm just finding out about this. I didn't know I had to give money away. I mean, this podcast it's costing me a lot of money. Ben he asked me to be on the show, but then I was like, well, what's the catch? He said all I had to do was sign up for his OnlyFans, and it's him and just a bandana, guys. Just a bandana.
No, I'm going to put that.
Now I got to give away money.
I'm going to put that $25 gift card. So that's going to come from me, but it's going to come from the.
Now we'll help. But no family or friends can participate in this giveaway, which means everybody's not going to be able to win.
Right.
Because everybody's our friends or family.
Yes.
Right now.
And while we're speaking of promotions, Alex, do you want to brief the viewers about the locker room? We created this setting right here, not just to have the three of us in it, but we would like to get on a run of having other folks, other resellers, whether you're high up in the sub count monetized or whether you're low boys like us, to have a platform to come in and share some of your experiences. So Alex, why don't you share with the folks what they need to do to join us here in the locker room?
So all you need to do is make a video, a reel, tag the Resellers Locker Room. It's just Resellers Locker Room on Instagram. Tag us and then tag all three of us so we can judge you and see if you will be the next contestant on the Resellers Locker Room. So tell us why you should be the next guest on the podcast.
Awesome.
Yeah, we already got one person, huh?
Well,
you did
because
awesome.
I had this idea. So everyone made a video, tag us in it, right? Make sure it's real. Ben told just one person this, so we owe that one person to be on the show because he won. It was the best video we got out of everyone that submitted. So congratulations. You know who you are. So hopefully in the next couple months, we can squeeze you into this busy schedule over here.
Yeah.
And what's great about it is, again, our goal is if we could at least just have one person that learned something and to get a different perspective, I think, because we're here to learn too.
It's not coming from this square right here. Nothing. You're going to get nothing.
Or this one.
Nice. All I got here to offer you is some sweet tea and some chicken nuggets. That's it.
And your little jig, do your little jig dance, dude. I love that.
A little dance. We got a biscuit dance too over here.
That's the Amish dance.
Dude,
or what would that be?
We call that in my house the biscuit dance when we're going to go get some bojangles. We do the biscuit dance.
When I saw that for the first time, it looked like he was trying to squeeze a fart out or something. That's what it But anyway, yeah, so that's great. So yeah, what Alex said, guys, if you have a desire to join us here on the Locker Room Craziness, do what he said, and we'll be looking for those.
Yeah, another thing, we'll repost it as well.
Yeah.
So any of them, if you do it, regardless if we pick you at first, I will put all of them onto our Instagram account.
Absolutely.
So Shane, if you still have that video, make it a reel. I will repost it.
There you go.
Yeah, he didn't pay attention.
We will.
I think it was the pitch.
We will send the urine sample tests and the blood tests into the mail to you once you're selected. Okay.
And if we don't choose you for the podcast, there's other podcasts for you to join or to be on as a guest.
We have low standards over here. You will make it.
Yeah.
You can do it.
You can do it. All right. Well, gentlemen,
What we got next?
We have a find of the week we wanted to share. A find of the week, or since the last time we were here.
I have not been sourcing for the last 2 weeks, so I'm going to steal something from another show, and it's show and tell. I'm taking show and tell today.
Okay.
This is what I have. When I went to Dollywood, I beat out a ton of girls on a carnival little spraying, game at the carnival.
Yeah.
I beat them all and took their prize.
Oh, dude.
Oh,
freaking awesome. It does have some sold comps though. But that's my find of the week. That's my win of the week right there.
Is that
it might end up on Whatnot. We'll see. You could win it, Ben. The price is right. It could be yours.
Is that a
speaking squishy? Of
is it a
biscuits?
What? A squishy. Squishmallow.
Stay Puff.
No, but is it a Squishmallow brand?
No. Man, it was new at tags. My daughter must have took the tag off.
Oh, there you lost $10 value.
Yeah, it does have the official Ghostbusters on it, though.
That's cool.
Take it out of her allowance.
Yep. Docker pay.
So that's my find win of the week.
Nice. Well, you got there, baby.
So mine is, I found a whole bunch of these Disney pins.
Oh.
And they're on a lanyard. I've got like 3 different lanyards. And I just have no idea what I'm even going to do this. They are worth something. I mean, I can't even get the camera down right, but there's one lanyard. I mean, even these lanyards are vintage, I believe. This one's a little rainbow one, and they're Disney branded, but there's probably a good 40 or 50 of them. Oh, I lied. I've got like 5 lanyards
with all the pins on them.
Yeah.
So you're going to sell every pin?
Got them out of I don't know. I have no idea what to do yet. I don't know to lot them up. I mean, it's going to be a lot of work just looking each of them up. So, and I know that these kind of things go great on Whatnot. I mean, I don't really sell on Whatnot, so I don't know if that's a good opportunity to try. But then again, I want to maximize my money on these, and I don't want to make it like. But here's what's cool too is like, oh my gosh, I can't get the whole camera thing down. But this is the backing for it. Yeah. So they're definitely Disney branded.
Well, let me remind you, okay. Dave hit a yard sale or a flea market, and this was back in the summer when I saw this episode.
Oh, it was him that was talking about this.
He bought a bunch of Disney pins, and they turned out to be fake.
Yeah, well, those aren't.
You better.
He thought they were fake, but then he had someone look at them, and they were legit. I thought that's how that story ended.
Dave, you can drop it in the comments, but I think all of them ended up being the counterfeit fakes. So you may want to look, do your due diligence, and see what constitutes real, and be sure, because you don't want to get hit with a counterfeit strike. And
if they're fake though, Archie, I know someone that sells a lot of fake things on eBay. You could send them to him.
I mean, how do you even like how do you even know they're fake though? I mean, what?
Well, he will know.
Yeah,
he's an expert.
I just find it hard to believe that somebody would fake so many of these and just put them on. I mean, this obviously looks like somebody that went to Disney World, Disneyland, and they're just putting it on as they buy it.
Let me tell you,
I'd put them on my kilt.
Yeah.
I mean, the back of them have the brand. I mean, here's the thing. I mean, we all do our due diligence anyway on anything we buy is potentially counterfeit. Now, maybe Disney pins, there's a higher potential of people counterfeiting. I don't know.
That's a big market.
But
Disney collectors of those is a big market. Now, I can tell you something now. I have sold those. And what I did is I sold them in lots of 20. And
okay.
I think the last batch I had, there were 20 assorted pins. Some of them are special pins like chases or something. And there was quite a few of those in this stack. I think I sold the 20 pins for $19.99 plus shipping is what I last sold that last batch for. So,
okay.
But I didn't arrive to that conclusion until I looked every one of them up to be sure that there wasn't a big banger in there, which there possibly could be. So you probably are not going to get out of going through every one at a time to be sure you ain't got a big hitter in there. I mean,
yeah. I mean, but what's a big hitter?
Well, a pin. It's one pin itself will bring $20 or more.
Yeah, so $20 is the qualification for
that
a banger.
That varies from person to person.
I mean,
how many do you have?
Here's the deal: if you
have that,
there's probably like 50. There's probably like 50 in there.
Okay.
I mean, at least that's not 1,300 of them, so it shouldn't take you that long to go through all of them.
So if you took 20 of them out of the box,
kick me while I'm down.
You need one of these.
You took 20 of them out of the box, and 5 of them were valued at $20 a piece. Would you still sell that 20 for $20 plus shipping? No, you wouldn't, because worth 20 a piece. You leave them out.
I mean, but I also don't want to spend a lot of time looking each one up because then you're kind of defeating the purpose. I don't know what I'm going to do.
Lot them together.
Odds are I'm probably
send me the listing. I'll buy them. I'll go.
Odds are I'm probably just going to take my time and look each one up. I mean, you could just Google lens it, I guess.
Yeah.
And then that's going to give you a snapshot, and then just figure out what I'm going to do from there. But I don't think $1 a piece, because you said you lotted them up in 20s and sold them for $19.99. I mean, I just think they're worth more than $1 a piece.
For sure.
And I think you could get it. So
maybe.
I mean,
look in the sold comps.
Doesn't hurt to try.
All right. I didn't really have a find this week because, I've not been. Well, I did go to Goodwill one day last week and bought this Sea Ray. The Sea Ray jet skis. The Sea Ray waterproof duffel drawstring. It's called like a boat.
You bought a jet ski at Goodwill?
A boat bag. But it's kind of roundish, but it widens at the bottom, and it closes with a big nylon drawstring, and then it's got a strap on the back that you can unzip, and it creates 2 harnesses to put on your. And it's Sea Ray brand. It's bright yellow and light blue, and I got that for $3.99 at my local Goodwill. Got it listed, I think, for $25. I think is what I got on it. So. That was just one item. I found some tie-dye ladies Chuck Taylor Converse. Oh, I got to tell you this story. So I was in Goodwill, and I grab a shopping cart, and I go hit the T-shirt aisle looking for the T-shirts. Make my way back to the shoes, and then there are these women's 7.5 Chuck Taylor tie-dye pattern, okay, with the the Converse round patch on the heel. This was rainbow colored. And it had rainbow laces in the shoes. So I rounded the corner and I saw them, and I was the only one in the aisle, and I went to go pick them up, and I put them in my buggy, turned around, and there's this girl standing behind me. And then I leave and go over to another area of the store. She follows me, and she goes, "Excuse me, could I buy those off of you?" And I was like,
I haven't listed them yet.
Yeah. I'm like, "Oh, I don't think so." She goes, "Well, I'll pay you double if you would sell them to me right now." And I'm thinking, girl, they're not even mine yet. I mean, I'm not even purchased them yet. And she's going to pay me double, which they were $6.99. So I was going to get what, $13 if I was
no fees.
And no worry, you don't have to worry about an INAD.
Yeah, but you know what? Oh God, don't get me wound up on that.
Well,
But-
when you're done with that story, I'm going to tell you I had a similar situation at the bins.
Okay, so I finished my shopping and she came back over a second time and said, "Can my husband look at them?" And I'm like, "Why?" And I just turned around and walked off. Anyway, purchased the shoes. Okay, got them
Did the
home.
husband want the rainbow shoes?
I don't know, dude. It was weird. It was really weird. So I purchased the shoes, and the lady at the checkout, when she started pulling the shoes out and was ringing them up, she goes, "Yeah, that girl, she come up here and she was throwing a fit that you got those shoes." And I said, "I was the only one in the whole aisle, and I picked them up and put them in my buggy. I don't know what she's all been out of shape for." She goes, "I don't know, but I just put those shoes out 15 minutes before you walked in." And I'm like, "Well, you snooze, you lose. What else are you going to say to that?" So when I get home, guess what? Get them listed $42.99 pre-owned. Okay,
Yeah.
Golf clap. Let's do it. Yeah, there you go. So yeah, so that, I guess you could call that, those were my finds that I did last week, and I've been jumping on my yard sale piles the rest of this time. So
yeah,
tell me about your story, Arch.
No, so yeah, I was at the Goodwill bins, and I actually like to look at the media. So books, and they have CDs,
Worthless.
VHS. They have video games in there, and I found this video game, and it was still sealed, but it was a PC game, and I grabbed it, and it was, I'm probably gonna say it wrong, but it was like Deux DEUX. I don't know if you've ever heard of the game, but I think it was a first person shooter game. But anyway, I take it to the side, look it up. I saw that a pre-owned one sold for like $80. They didn't have any others listed. And I'm conversing with this random guy, and I'm like, "Yeah, I found this game, and it looks like it's probably going to sell pretty well." And he looked down at it, and he's like, "Dude, I'll give you $80 for it right now." Now, mind you, same thing. I haven't even paid for it yet. It's probably only going to cost me like 40 cents because it doesn't weigh a lot. But it was a no-brainer for me. $80 in my hand, and I didn't have to worry. Now, I'm sure that he's an Amazon seller. I'm not. And I'm sure that what he did was he probably has it on there for like $400 or $500, and he's probably going to get it. And I'm okay with it, though. I'm okay with taking the $80. Everything that I paid for that day was only like $24. And all those items, I still made probably a good $300-400 on. And I still had about, what, $56 in cash.
Mhm.
So for me, it was a no-brainer. Yours, after hearing the details, I would have taken them home and listened them to. Unless you could have fleeced her for, $40.
You know what? That's the best thing in the world to do, is fleece people.
Yeah, that's what I hear. I hear.
No, dude, that's so foul. I won't even go there, but that is so foul. No kidding.
Yeah, but
That word does
But
sound foul, though.
it is a foul word.
Hey, man, where's your tea jug at? You're supposed to be drinking out of your tea jug.
Tea
Oh,
right
you
here in
got
my
Shark-
Sharky.
Yeah, but I like your big jug.
Yeah,
It fits.
it's so redneck.
Yeah.
Drinking out of the jug.
Redneck. Best way to be. All right, let's talk about sale of the week. We got a good sale from last time we were together.
I declined an offer for $125 on a Funko Pop.
What?
Yeah. But I have it listed for $340. That's too low for me.
Which one was it?
Wow.
My Jason, glow-in-the-dark Jason.
And you have two of these, don't you?
No, I only have one of the glow-in-the-dark ones. It's listed at $340, around $340.
Okay. And you turned down how much?
$125.
And
It's
what's
Oh,
right
yeah.
there.
What's the
It's too low.
resold comp?
In the 3s, 2s.
Oh.
I'm not going lower than 200 on it.
Did you
200 would
counter?
be. Yeah, I don't remember what I countered at. Probably $299.
But you did counter that. I'll give you $1. I'll give you $1 off. You did
Yeah,
count
that's
it.
just too much, though. That's way more than half.
Now, here's the thing, though. After Halloween, would you reconsider? Because I mean, obviously, I think right now you're gonna make the most for it.
Yeah, I'm just not letting it go.
Yeah.
But
I
you
had it
count-
listed last year too, and I never got the offer I wanted, so it'll sit in my collection.
But you countered, right?
Yeah, of course. That's just too low for the first. I'll let it go for 200. If you would have done 200, I would. That's 150 off what I have it listed at, though.
Hey,
I would have blocked him.
you know why? Why would you do that, man?
I can't stand low ballers. I don't want to do
God.
business with them.
Oh man,
I block them.
I ain't gonna lie. I probably have over 100 on my block list.
I don't have any more block. I took a low offer today I took 40 on a $60 item, but my sales were crap, so I wanted the sale.
And what do you?
Yeah, but that's a little more reasonable.
But here's the deal. What do you got in that item, Alex? That you got an offer for $40?
$2, $2 or $3. Yeah, I took it.
Okay. Well,
but I had to make my wife hit the accept button.
You couldn't.
I'll counter and just go to almost went to 45, and it's not worth it for another $5.
Yeah.
And then I kick myself for they decline it and they don't encounter back.
Exactly.
Man.
Yep. Story,
so that's just a constant battle with myself. I'm trying to accept lower offers and just get rid of it quick and move on.
That sounds like somebody I know.
What? All these inside jokes.
Yeah.
that only us know. I love it.
Yeah. But anyway, speaking of offers, the last video I put out of my sales, I talked about don't be in a hurry to respond to an offer. Now, obviously, you have a certain amount of hours. eBay gives you a timed amount of hours to answer your offers, or they just expire. You don't ever want to let that happen. But don't get in a hurry to counter. Don't get in a hurry to accept. Don't get in a hurry to decline. And here's why. And it's happened to me a lot. And I shared this in my video on the Rocky Top Picker channel. Is there has been a lot of instances where I will get an offer on an item that's kind of enticing to me, but then I force myself to let it go for like 10 hours and see what happens, because several times when I've been received an offer on an item, whether it be an hour later or a couple hours later, somebody comes along and buys it for full price, a different buyer. So for that reason, I don't get in a hurry to accepting or countering offers. I just kind of let it simmer and see if someone else comes along. And I can only think that maybe when you receive offers on an item, the algorithm considers this highly desirable, and they tend to push that out to more people. So
I believe it.
Now, it doesn't happen every time I get an offer, but there's been a lot of times that has happened. And it's caused me to take pause when I get an offer, and I'm going to let it simmer for a little bit. And then obviously, when you get down to an hour of it expiring and you've not got it sold, then make your counter or take the offer. And that's just a practice I've adopted. And it's worked out pretty good so far.
And that is the tip of the week.
The tip of the week.
Just the tip.
Just the tip. No more.
I mean, I think there's like a slight exception to that. If it's a dog item, just get rid of it, because odds are eBay's probably not going to push that one out. But if it's something that's been sitting for a long time,
sitting for a while, then more likely to take a lower offer on it if it's been sitting.
But I think it's the same thing as, when somebody buys your item and they're going through the process, eBay will sometimes send them a lower priced same item, and then that's when you get the cancellation. So obviously eBay they're there to make money. And that's why that blows me away, because just with your example, Ben, where you sit on it and then you sell it for full price, I truly believe that eBay wants to make as much as they can. then why are they showing cheaper items at checkout?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? When they're already in the process of committing to my item, and then you get that cancellation found cheaper, and it's like, you gotta be kidding me.
I've always had an issue in your listings how they put similar items that you're trying to sell on that particular listing down there on the same page. I've always had a problem with that. I can't understand why they do that. And it's just like the new thing that they've released about promoting your store. You know, we've not even brought that up. That's a new fee that they want to charge. I mean, Chris, the old school picker, done a video on that, how that's another money grab. And truly, you're going to promote, first of all, you got to pay to have a store anyway, monthly, monthly subscription. Then you got to pay all the fees on top of every sale. Then when you get freaking returns that are damaged, you got to eat that shipping and send a shipping label. Then they're wanting you to pay money to promote your store. But here's the caveat to that. While you're paying to promote your store, they're also promoting other similar stores like yours in the promotion itself. And it's just like, it's a co-op of advertising. It's not like me advertising to get ahead of you like it is out here in the normal world in business. You know,
I wonder if they're,
you know, a restaurant advertises the best if they have the biggest advertising budget over their competitors. In this, no, everybody's going to pay money and everybody's going to be adverted the same.
I wonder then if they really are trying to capture more money, and what they're doing is somebody that's promoting more than you, they're going to make more off that, even though their price is lower. So I wonder if that's their strategy too.
That's a question for the eBay Power Hour. We need to go into the comments and ask a question for that. I don't know. I mean,
I'll tell you though.
Nobody. Everybody's guessing at this stuff.
Yeah, they are. But I will tell you though that, I mean, the one thing eBay did right though when they started doing that was, it was before, if you got a cancellation, you were still on the hook for that 30 cents, that processing fee. And now you don't have, you know, they give that back to you. So, and that's probably their way of making sure that they can show other items, you know, because again, they're probably maximizing what they can make.
Yeah. So. Okay. We got to get back on the sale of the week.
Yeah.
All right.
What's yours?
My sale happened today. Well, there were many, but this one stands out. You know, I may have told you before, I bought out a Lionel train set, had a bunch of cars and trains. And I bundled them into 3 items into one bundle. They're the Santa Fe O-Gauge passenger cars, and there's 3 of them. So I lotted those together. I probably shouldn't have done that, but I did. And they sold today for $169 plus shipping. So that was my sale highlight since the last time we were together. What about you, Arch?
You know, I am actually going to tell you about something that really wasn't that expensive, but it was a pair of Hooters dice that I sold, and I finally sold the last pair. But here's the kicker. They're orange Hooters dice from Las Vegas, and that casino's not around anymore. But here's the thing. I bought an entire box full of them for $2.50, and I sold each pair. I had 18 pair for $12.99. So when it was all said and done, I was making $10 a pair off $2.50. So I finally sold the last one. So
yeah,
how long did it take to sell them? They sold quick?
Yeah, it took just under a month.
Oh, nice.
Well,
so in the totality, that was a great buy.
Yeah, some of your older videos, I saw you selling those dice.
The dice, yeah.
In your older videos. So man, that's a no-brainer doing it like. Well, it's just like me and my WCW scripts. I had one copy and I sell copies for $10 all day long.
I still haven't received mine in the mail.
Oh, that's right. Well, you know
Yeah.
what? I don't
Can
have
you
your-
fax it? Just fax it over to me.
Yeah. I don't have your address or either one of y'all's addresses. Actually, you send it to me and I'll send
You
you.
do have my address.
Oh, I do. Or your whatnot shipments.
Oh yeah.
That's right.
Yeah, you gonna
Do
pay him
that.
a visit?
Yeah. I
Yeah.
have to do it.
Oh shoot!
But yeah.
I better
Yeah.
lock my doors.
I don't
He
know
does have
if
my
we
address. I'm scared now.
did we have any comments we needed to highlight? I know we were late getting started tonight, and I didn't go on.
What about my sales? Don't forget me.
Oh, I'm so sorry, Alex. Yeah,
It's messed
your
up. You see, you just try
sale,
to pass me.
your
My name's
sale,
Skip over here.
Skip, your sale since the
I'm gonna
last
do
time.
two now because you did that to me.
Okay.
First sale of the week. Funko Pop, $29.99 from
That's
the lot
it.
that I bought.
That's
That's
Pinhead,
it.
right?
Pinhead. So that's $29.99 plus shipping. That was gonna be my sale of the week, but then I sold a better one. This is the one that was listed at $60, but I took the $40. It's a Falcons. I don't know who this guy is.
Like the Atlanta Falcons?
LaShawn McCoy.
Yeah,
Oh, LaShawn McCoy.
from
Yeah,
the Eagles.
he's retired, ex
Yeah,
running back. Or no, he
Yeah,
was a
that sold for
receiver.
40.
Your connection's bad, man. You're gritty.
Who?
You're all
Mike?
blurry. Can
I'm
you
blurry?
tell? He's digitized.
It's not on my side. What about you?
Did you know somebody said that you look like an owl?
I'm not falling for that because I've heard that before.
What the heck's going on?
Who?
What?
You look like
I don't know. I saw it on the TikTok.
Said you look like an
I thought it
owl.
was cute.
Who?
It's cute. Do they really look digitized though? Is it still messed up?
Nah,
You
you're
guys
good.
messed
Oh,
with
you're
me.
good now, man.
You're
Oh,
good.
okay.
I guess the squirrel got tired running on the wheel. You know, we're not high tech around here. That's obvious.
He's got little Zoe over there running on the wheel.
Yeah.
The squirrel quit. He jumped out of my beard and left.
He's drunk. He's out for the night. He gone.
He left his nuts
gone.
though.
He gone.
Oh my gosh. Well, we don't have a viewer comment. Anyway, you know, we want to
don't?
encourage each of you that are watching. If you would like to appear here on the locker room with us in a future episode, be sure to put out that promo video. Tag us all three individually as well as the locker room as well on IG, Facebook, or whatever method you'd like to do so. And we're going to take a look at them. And of course, we will prop them back out and share them again for everybody to see. And we'd love to have, well, anybody of anything to come in and join us. Right, guys?
Yeah.
Hey,
You got
And-
nothing
and if
better
you-
to do.
if you don't want to be on the podcast, then make one that I know the podcast. If you don't want to be on the podcast, then make a reel on why you don't. We'll post that too.
Those might be better.
I know.
I'll
They-
tell you
they
what, I know
definitely-
what's going on there. Them boys are crazy. Yeah, that's too redneck for me right there, ain't it? But yeah, so if you got any questions about the end and sell similar method, please go down in the comments down below. If you like this video, be sure to hit that thumbs up. It helps our channel out.
Yes.
And if you haven't done so, hit that notification bell. It'll give you a notification to let you know when we go live. We do plan on doing some live shows here on the podcast, but I have to preface all that with this. Last Friday night was not an official Reseller Locker Room podcast live. It was actually supposed to be my live. And because
that was an incident.
Yeah, that was an incident because Ben is not technologically inclined to figure out how to stream from StreamYard to my own Rocky Top Picker channel. However, that has been fixed. So when you want to catch a Rocky Top live, it'll be over on my channel. Be sure you also check out Alex's channels on YouTube, on Instagram. He's got a Facebook page. Be sure to check out Archie. If you don't know already, I got to get my arrow right. There it is. On YouTube, his channel. Now he only uploads videos once every 6 months, but we love him anyway.
I'll
And
get
Friday.
better.
Friday, I'm back on Whatnot this Friday. Friday Night Plush.
Yeah.
You got a Whatnot show this Friday. Go look him up, the Beard King Picker on Whatnot.
Maybe
Bookmark his
maybe
show.
watching them.
And he is so entertaining.
Oh,
And
still.
and his daughter is your humor. I mean, she's amazing on it.
Should we, from
Sure.
last 2 weeks ago, I mean, I'm going to run it again, but should I run it or maybe just list it on eBay single, or should I do it as a set, or should I sell the head separately?
Dude, is that supposed to be detached like that?
I cut its head off during sudden death on our last Whatnot show. If no one bid on it, then I decapitate a plushie. So if you want to come save a plushie,
Wait a minute.
tune in Friday night, save a plushie, or I will decapitate all of them with scissors or a knife, a buck knife, chainsaw, whatever I have lying around in here.
Hey,
You bite it off like Ozzy.
If I have a bat plushie.
Hey, I've got an idea for that. Don't get rid of that because we can include that in our first prize pack in our sub contest.
Oh, there you go.
All right.
You can sign it. You sign it.
Go check out my reel. I have the reel of when I cut the head off. I posted it this morning.
Yeah, so save that for the prize pack because you can autograph it. murdered by the Beard King Picker, and we'll ship that off with the eBay gift card. So that'd be a great thing to have, man. Yeah.
After Christmas, this might just go on my Christmas tree this year.
Or just hang it from your rear view.
Oh, that's perfect.
Yeah.
So they'll only get the body.
Christmas morning. Yeah. But you want to be sure, guys, to go over and check out Archie. If you've not checked out his channel, it's biscuit butt, plain and simple, flaky and buttery, and all nice and warm in the middle.
2 T's, 2 T's.
2 T's and 2 T's. Tatas. But anyway, go check him out on YouTube, on Instagram. And so we all like to have fun. These guys are running and gunning just like the rest of us YouTube creators. We all got channels that we want to grow, and we commit a lot of our time, and we take what we do here very seriously. Not too serious. We don't take each other seriously, but we take what we do here for you, the viewer, seriously. And we hope you enjoy this content. We're also known as infotainment. So if you don't get any valuable information to run your business, maybe you're entertained for a while.
Yeah, I sure didn't get anything tonight.
Yeah, dude, I walk around blank all the time, basically.
I came in dumb. I'm leaving dumb.
That's right. Dumb and dumber and dumbest.
Dummy.
Archie, you got anything you want to add?
No, I mean, hopefully from the Boss Reseller Remix, I'll have a little more to give you guys next week, because like I say, today was really the first day, so we got a couple more days. So hopefully I have some great things to talk about next week about it.
When are you speaking?
Yeah.
No, not this year, but you never know. Maybe next year. Maybe, when the biscuit butt gets a little more famous.
So if one of these people came to you, would you be interested in doing stuff like that? In speaking of
in a heartbeat. I mean, I don't know what I would talk about, but
yeah,
I'll figure it out. I'll shoot from the hip.
Yeah, for sure.
You know, it'd make a good content show for you, Archie, is you actually do a show, you in your kitchen, baking biscuits.
Yeah, that would be great.
Yeah, I'll send you some apple butter.
Just eat.
I'd rather just eat them. Yeah, I'd just rather eat them.
Biscuit review.
Actually, I'd rather just go around to different places that have biscuits and just do biscuit reviews. That would be great.
The biscuit dance.
Yeah, dude.
And I'll do the
Jangle biscuits are bomb.
That's awesome.
So
yeah, you need to do that, man. But you do need to get some video out, man, because I miss it.
I will. I just put one out about the reseller rally, so go check it out.
But go check out the newest video he just dropped.
You'll see Uncool Kevin on there. I interviewed him and a few other great people.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So like 12 different people.
Awesome.
So go check it out.
All right. Alex, you got anything you want to add there, Smash Burger?
Nope. Just check out his video, not mine. But I only need 2 of you to come over. Only 2 more subscribers, and I will be. Yeah, I'm almost to the magic number, and then I'm leaving all you guys behind because I'm too big for you once I hit 100.
Hey, to understand the psychology of Alex, ladies and gentlemen, you must go over to his YouTube channel and watch his videos and his shorts. And what I mean by shorts is not his physical pant-wearing shorts, but his video shorts. You can get into his brain. It's complex and mythical. and you'll have a good time, I promise. So go over there and check out our friend Alex on YouTube, on IG. And yeah, guys, always check us out here on YouTube. Our new video drops every Thursday at 9 a.m. Give that video a sub, and we love you, and we can't wait to see you again right back here on the Reseller Locker Room.